The Lord's Prayer, found in Matthew 6:9-13 and Luke 11:2-4, is one of the most profound teachings Jesus shared with his disciples and believers across generations. Often recited in churches, homes, and personal moments of reflection, this prayer is more than a set of words. It's a guide to a deeper relationship with God. In this exploration, we unveil the layers of meaning within the Lord's Prayer, revealing how Jesus teaches us to connect with the Father through faith, humility, and trust. The context of the prayer. Jesus introduced the Lord's Prayer during his Sermon on the Mount, a moment when he was teaching his followers how to live a life aligned with God's kingdom. Unlike the lengthy, performative prayers of some religious leaders of the time, Jesus emphasized sincerity and simplicity. He instructed, "When you pray, do not heap up empty phrases." Matthew 6:7 ESV. The Lord's Prayer, concise yet rich, serves as a model for authentic communication with God, focusing on what truly matters. The prayer begins with, "Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name." This opening line establishes a relationship with God as our loving Father while acknowledging his holiness. Calling God Father reflects intimacy, reminding us that prayer is personal, not distant. "Hallowed be your name" invites us to honor God's sacredness, setting the tone for reverence. "Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven." Here, Jesus teaches us to align our desires with God's purposes. This petition isn't just about awaiting God's kingdom, but actively seeking his will in our lives and the world. It's a call to surrender, trusting that God's plan surpasses our own. "Give us this day our daily bread." This line speaks to our dependence on God for provision. It's not a request for abundance, but for enough to sustain us each day, echoing the Israelites' reliance on manna in the wilderness, Exodus 16. It reminds us to trust God for our needs, fostering gratitude and humility, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. Forgiveness is central to the prayer, linking our relationship with God to our relationships with others. Jesus emphasizes that receiving God's forgiveness requires us to extend forgiveness, challenging us to let go of grudges and embrace grace. "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." This final petition acknowledges our vulnerability to sin and the presence of evil in the world. It's a plea for God's guidance and protection, recognizing that we need his strength to navigate life's trials. The Lord's Prayer is timeless, offering guidance for modern believers. Its structure teaches us to prioritize worship, submission to God's will, provision, forgiveness, and spiritual protection. In a world filled with distractions, praying this way refocuses us on what's eternal. For example, asking for daily bread in an age of materialism reminds us to seek contentment over excess. Similarly, the call to forgive challenges us in a culture where resentment often festers. How can we live out the Lord's Prayer? Start by making it a daily practice, not just a recitation, but a heartfelt conversation with God. Reflect on each line. Are you honoring God's name in your actions? Are you seeking his will over your own? Are you trusting him for your needs? Are you forgiving others as he forgives you? Consider journaling your prayers using the Lord's Prayer as a guide. For instance, when praying, "Your kingdom come," list specific areas, like your workplace or community, where you want God's will to prevail. When asking for forgiveness, reflect on relationships that need reconciliation. The Lord's Prayer unveils Jesus' heart for his followers. To know God intimately, trust him fully, and live in alignment with his kingdom. It's a blueprint for prayer and a roadmap for life. As you embrace its words, let them shape your faith, drawing you closer to the Father who hears and answers. Let's pray it with fresh eyes, trusting Jesus' teaching to transform our hearts and our world. Share your thoughts below. How has the Lord's Prayer impacted your faith? Subscribe for more biblical insights, and let's grow in faith together.